So as the old saying goes, or nowadays more like as the meme goes, that's what we have indeed with Donald J. Trump as the 47th president of the United States, a bull in a china shop, getting things done for the American people, taking care of business, knocking down one obstacle after the other. We saw Trump and his team last week at the Oval Office, for all intents and purposes, give Vlad Zelensky, the president of the Ukraine, a verbal beatdown. I put a video up right here on the Red Dawn Media channel highlighting the whole press conference from last week. By the way, thank you. I don't want to be an ingrate like Zelensky. I want to give you a gracious, grateful thank you for your support here on the Red Dawn Media channel. I appreciate it. Go check out the video. I'm just going to roll out some highlights and quick hitters from that press conference last week. Everything was going swimmingly. They had a pre-press conference and a luncheon scheduled, then an afternoon event where the Ukraine would sign a partnership deal with America. Basically, it said that the Americans would go into business, for lack of better terms, with the Ukraine in getting a program to start profiting big time off their rare earth and minerals. And in essence, Ukraine would pay back the United States the billions of dollars they've taken in this feeble war against the Russians. And the Ukraine would be in pretty good position. They'd pay off America and they'd start getting wealthy. The Ukraine would make Ukraine great again. However, instead of signing the deal and accepting the conditions and terms that were agreed upon before Zelensky hopped on a plane from Europe across the pond last week and landed in D.C., he wanted to ask for more security guarantees. Like I said in my video, hey, dumbass, if Trump is going to go into business with you and back you on this venture and start digging in your ground in the Ukraine for the rare earth and minerals, you bet Putin and the comrades are going to stay away. That's your security guarantee. Not good enough. And what ensued in the pre-press event was the following.
During the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this. You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. You got to be more thankful. Because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards. Then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course.
Here again, you see it. Things going off the rails. There's a time and place where you just shut the F up. STFU, right? And that was a time and place in the Oval Office for Zelensky to drop the ego, accept the terms, and do right by his country. However, this guy, he's got an ego the size of the United States. He wants to keep the Ukraine in war and essentially remain in place as a dictator. So what'd he do? Instead of going home, licking his wounds, and maybe showing some humility and apologizing to the United States, he hopped on a plane, won over to Europe, and one by one, many of the woke European leaders kissed his ass this weekend and built that ego back up that Trump and JD and co. stomped on rightfully. They booted him from the White House again, rightfully. Now, President Zelensky told the Associated Press the following. He says the end of the war with Russia is very, very far away. Now, above that, you see President Trump, his post on Truth Social. And he made this statement earlier today. This is the worst statement that could have been made by Zelensky, and America will not put up with it for much longer. It is what I was saying. This guy doesn't want there to be peace as long as he has America's backing. In Europe, in the meeting they had with Zelensky, stated flatly that they cannot do the job without the U.S. Probably not a great statement to have been made in terms of show of strength against Russia. What are they thinking? Question mark. That was Trump's, again, Truth Social post. Now, Trump met with the media on Monday, and he answered some questions. He was actually doing an event about a Taiwanese chip manufacturer that made a deal to come stateside. But Trump, like a real leader, like a real United States president, answers one question after another, even those off topic, on major world issues and subjects like Ukraine. And he again expressed a negative feeling against Zelensky for his comments to the Associated Press. Take a look and listen to POTUS 47.
Now, President Zelensky supposedly made a statement today in AP. I'm not a big fan of AP, so maybe it was an incorrect statement, but he said he thinks the war's going to go on for a long time, and he better not be right about that. That's all I'm saying.
So again, that was earlier on Monday, then late Monday evening, Monday night, just hours ago, the White House announces this, and these headlines gripping the news right now. Trump pauses on all U.S. military aid to Ukraine after heated Oval Office meeting with Zelensky. That from the New York Post. So there you have it. More context on this from the Post. The pause will remain in effect until Ukrainian officials demonstrate a good faith commitment to peace negotiations, a White House official told the Post. Quote, the president has been clear that he is focused on peace, the official said. We need our partners to be committed to that goal as well. End quote. And another quote, we are pausing and reviewing our aid to ensure that it is contributing to a solution. End quote. So there you have it from the New York Post. And again, like I said, you mess with the bull, you get the horns. And regardless of Zelensky making these dopey comments, Trump was going to act swiftly, and he did. This only compounded things. So Trump on the move. Big T back in D.C. He doesn't play. He doesn't care about Zelensky's ego. Trump has chewed up and spit out hundreds and hundreds of dozens of Zelenskys throughout his career as a billionaire entrepreneur and as a politician, being POTUS 45 and now POTUS 47. He's going to win this battle. And this egomaniac Zelensky is going to cost his country against Russia. So he's now backed into a corner further than ever. He's about to hit the wall, and he's going to come to terms because he either signs this deal, and you know the Europeans, they're kissing his ass right now. However, in the end, a lot of these snakes in the grass are going to wind up doing what's best for their country and turn their back on them. Right now, they want to jump on the bash Trump train and show a temporary grace of solidarity. It's all horse blankety blank. So Zelensky knows the best thing he can do to save his own ass, because he's on the precipice of having the powers to be in the U.S. working with new powers to be in the Ukraine and getting him out of the picture. So if he wants to save himself and his country, he will put his tail between his legs, he will apologize, and he will take the path of least resistance in doing what's best for the Ukraine and signing this deal with the United States of America. And we're going to see more big news in D.C. tomorrow. You see that headline right there. Trump will address a joint session of Congress. In that clip with the media today, he said, I'll have more big news tomorrow. So my feeling is this will get done sooner than later. And again, maybe even without Zelensky in the picture. Stay tuned. It's the start of another wild week as Trump again sends a message loud and clear to Zelensky about funding Ukraine in this never-ending war against Russia.